Welcome to another episode of Hair Biz Radio with your host, Zakiyrah and
Mikey.
Yes, what's going on today, Mikey?
Oh, it is Atlanta. Today we are filming. It's actually Halloween.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't
Did you know
realize.
it's Halloween?
I didn't realize.
We got Halloween candy at the stores. So
people are trick-or-treating.
Yeah, and I just had an Almond Joy. It was pretty amazing.
That's where you got the Almond Joy from. I literally did not realize it was Halloween. So I don't celebrate Halloween, so I didn't even think about it.
I celebrate some candy, Kit Kat, Reese's Pieces, and now Almond Joy. I didn't know I had coconut almond chocolate. Exactly.
Sounds nasty.
Yeah, well, I got to watch my Almond Joys because I definitely want to fit into the Built Basics shirt. And now, guys, seriously, Built does not sponsor us, but I know I talk about them all the time. This is probably one of my favorite Built shirts. I probably need to buy 10 of these because it fits very well. Every man needs a black collared short sleeve shirt. Because of the material,
is that
it
good
never
for golf?
wrinkles.
It's like a
golf shirt,
okay.
But you can wear it like if I wear this with nice black pants, nice shoes, like it looks good.
Yeah.
I could go out in it. So I feel good to be on the podcast because we're shooting in 4K. We got Dolly
4K.
with this. I got the super lens on me over here, so it feels good to be in some Built Basics. And today, it feels good to be talking about e-commerce marketing going into 2025.
Yes, I think that it has been a whirlwind of different things going on, especially when it comes to marketing, because as the years go on, marketing changes. What you should be doing for your business when it comes to marketing changes, and you kind of got to adapt with the times as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so let's dive right into it. Go ahead.
Well, I wanted to say something about e-commerce marketing or just marketing in general when you're starting a brand, right? So, I've talked about it on the podcast before. I'm starting a brand from scratch.
Right.
And it's building a brand, and it's on my YouTube channel, Hair Business Blueprint. Please check that out. Shameless plug. But it is getting really good. And one of these things I'm really realizing, because we haven't started a new brand in quite some time, is the timing of how everything happens with marketing at certain points. Like certain parts, I could just flip on the switch of Facebook ads. I'd be throwing money out the window or other things. It could be the timing of year. So we have the election, right? So the election is in the last day to vote next week. When I tell you in my marketing e-commerce groups, everybody's like, Facebook ads have been trashed the last week, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, do you know why? It's because the presidential campaigns have been buying up all the ad space.
Oh, yeah.
So your ad revenue is going to be plummeting because you're paying 10 times as much because they're buying it all up. So it's like
everywhere I turn, I'm seeing an ad, a campaign.
I am so like SMS marketing I love, but these guys, I have 432 messages
One just came in. Yeah, they come in all day, every day, from the start of the morning to the end of the night. And they're literally
but what
back
that does to your e-commerce brand is you're just getting inundated with even more messages than normal, and it just takes what you have, dilutes it, and makes it less powerful.
Yeah, and then also, going back to, because I know even when we talk about email marketing, we have an episode where we talked about email marketing and how often you should be sending out emails and text messages. But from larger scales, like stores, like I use Fashion Nova, for example, because I get a lot of text messages from Fashion Nova. I think that there is a cap on how often you should be sending out text messages daily, weekly, monthly. Like, do not send text messages multiple times a day, every day, all week. It's annoying. And people aren't, whereas some people may be like, it may be a reminder for some people to actually go on and purchase, but sometimes people don't want their inboxes inundated with a ton of just buy. It's just like the campaigning. Like, I wish I could block every single number that comes through, but they're new numbers every day. Every time it's a new number, and I'm like, get off of my phone. Yeah. So anyway, jumping back into e-commerce, you mentioned timing, the timing of e-commerce.
Timing is interesting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I've, building this brand from scratch again and looking at the timing of, it's made me rethink about what I need to do because I'm recording myself starting this brand, and I'm going to be showing everybody the numbers. Like we just launched, we had our first sale, excited about that. And the timing, because I'm waiting for the comments. So today's Thursday. Tomorrow we're actually launching, I think, the first 12 episodes all in one day. So you can just start watching, and then we have a couple more episodes on top. It's going to be ongoing. But it's interesting. I'm waiting to hear the comments about like, oh, if you want to sell, you just need to like do Facebook marketing or Instagram marketing. Maybe you need an influencer. And I'm like, maybe some of that will maybe work.
Yeah.
But the return on investment is going to be low until I get all of this other stuff set up. So I still haven't finished. I have my welcome series done on email, but I don't have the browse abandonment set up.
Okay.
The cart abandonment set up. There's now a search abandonment, which I really love.
Oh, we talked about that.
We talked about that before. The search abandonment, the post-purchase follow-up emails. There's still a lot of stuff to set up. I'm still waiting for my toll-free number to be approved for PostScript, who we're using for SMS. Still today, it's been over a week, right? So it's like I don't have the pop-up to collect the SMS. So imagine if I was like, oh yeah, let me just send an influencer some hair and probably pay her, and she's going to promote it. Okay, if she promotes the hair and sends her audience to the site's not completely finished.
Right.
It'll never be completely finished, but at a point where it should be taking traffic from someone that has no idea about this brand. It doesn't have the pop-up from SMS.
Yeah.
It's not going to be able to have all the full integrations for tracking. It's literally going to do, if it gets any result, it's just luck basically, but it'll be maybe 5% of the result.
That's very important because I think even back to when we were doing the advanced marketing hair course on Thinkific, and we talked about setting up your Facebook pixel. It's like if you didn't have the Facebook pixel set up, but you were doing the Facebook ads, you were just throwing money down the drain. So it's literally a timing issue, how you talked about. You want to make sure that your business e-commerce platform is set up properly. And by properly, we mean all of those steps that you just talked about to prepare to actually get the traffic. And when the traffic comes, converting the traffic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, SEO still plays a key part. So one of the things I know from experience, I need to launch this site as soon as possible, even though it's not complete, just so I can go into Google Search Console. I can give Google Search Console my site map.
Yeah.
I can start getting these pages, say, hey, Google, we're here, we're open. I know I'm not going to rank on the first page for anything, but the sooner I can let Google find out about me, the sooner I can figure out, okay, what does Google see? What do I need to adjust? Maybe some extra tailored blog posts that I need to publish. It starts giving me data because marketing is all about being able to read, analyze, and implement stuff you learn from your data. Okay. So that's why I was just like, look, site's not even ready, but I don't care. Open sitemap. Let's start getting some keywords. I think as of right now, I have 22 keywords in Google, anywhere from the 3rd to 10th page.
Yeah.
And that's important for your marketing because SEO is going to be a long game. The sooner you start that long game, just like investing, your results are going to be a lot better.
That's very true. So going into 2025 e-commerce marketing, are there any apps within Shopify that are kind of newer that people should utilize going into 2025 with a new e-commerce platform?
I think the technology stack is going to be Shopify as your platform, a really good review app.
Yeah.
A popular one is Judge.me. And then you have one that I'm trying out for the new hair brand, Hair Fleek, is Luke's. And I'm really, even though I don't have the orders and the data yet, I really like what I see with Luke's. So you're going to have a good reviews app. You're going to need a good email.
Is Luke's, does that help? Is that when the orders are being purchased and it's showing up at the bottom, like such and such purchase?
No, not that. It's more of just reviews, but it's really good at getting user-generated content, so photo and video reviews. Okay, so you have that. Then it goes into email marketing. Klaviyo, I think, hands down is the best because they have the best integration with Shopify.
Klaviyo, and I'm not sure if Flowdesk integrates, but Flowdesk has released like a lot of more add-ons as well. And I'm also not sure about the price difference, but their structure and designing is impeccable.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of companies out there.
Yeah.
What I like about Klaviyo is Shopify has invested in Klaviyo, so they're part owners of Klaviyo, whether they talk about it or not. I know that's happened. So they're going to have the tightest integration possible. Now, Klaviyo does have SMS marketing, but I'm not a fan of it.
I don't like it either. It's like you have to have the 1-800 number to set up the SMS marketing.
Well, that's going to be all of them now.
Oh, all of them now.
But
okay.
it's something about having, it's almost like gets too congested for me.
Yeah.
And that's why I use an SMS. The two popular ones right now with Shopify are Attentive and Postscript.
Okay.
I really like Postscript. Mm-hmm. So that's who we're going with this. And then from there, depending on what you're doing, Shopify has a search and discovery app that's really good. What I like about search and discovery is, so you have the main product, you have the information, and then you can have the recommended products, and you can choose what recommended products. You can have AI do it, but okay, let me give you an example. If you have a body wave bundle deal, you better believe I'm going to have 2 recommended products right there. It's going to be one closure and one frontal.
Yep.
Right? And then at the bottom, you can have more recommended products. I really
Maybe
like
a wig and
something else or something similar.
Yeah.
So you have the search and discovery, and then there's the Shopify Bundles app.
Yes, we talked about that.
Now the bundles allows me to take my, let's just say it's a body wave bundle deal and a body wave closure. It's going to merge those together to create one single product. That's going to be, you choose your closure and then you choose your bundle deal, all in one product with the pricing. Now you can adjust the pricing, but what I like is it's going to bring all your original pricing over. So you're not re-entering all this stuff over and over, calculating how much it's going to cost for all these variations. Because you have to think of how many variations that creates. If you have 5 lace products and say 10 different bundle deals, it's like that creates 50 variants. So you're entering in all the pricing, all this. It's very time consuming. So having this Shopify Bundles app is great. And then depending on what else you're doing with your hair business or just business in general, there's, unlimited apps on the Shopify App Store.
For sure. Another thing with e-commerce marketing, I think that you have to have a nice website when it comes to marketing. Like, you can't just throw something up there and then you're marketing a not so appealing to the eye website and people are like, I know for me, if I'm going to a website, if it's not user friendly and if it doesn't look good, I'm not shopping on it.
For sure.
And so that's a part of essentially your marketing campaign, like, well, branding, but marketing for sure, because if you're going to be marketing it, you have to make sure it's actually aesthetically pleasing.
And I don't actually think I know in 2025 with marketing, there is going to be a lot more AI integrated.
Yeah.
Now, a lot more. Now, what AI is capable of today, it gets better every single day. But let me just run this idea behind you. I haven't seen this yet. Okay. Imagine if in Klaviyo, let's just say I have 50,000 subscribers. Okay. I've been sending the newsletters.
Big email.
Well, we are private label over here. So you're sending out these newsletters. Okay. Now, part of this and what AI can do is quickly crunch data. Okay. It's not as good yet because it's a lot of computing power. But imagine if Klaviyo could do this. You can have your different send times. Like, it's like, just send the whole thing now. Just throw it out there. Gradual send over several hours. You can send it based on the time of day for their time zone. But imagine this feature with AI. Imagine if it could crunch the open time of all 50,000 subscribers and say you've sent them 10 different emails. They can computerize and analyze and say, let AI decide what's the best time to send this email for each individual person. And then
really good, game changing.
That's next level.
That is next level.
Next level. They could take information as far as when you would click, what type of day. It could be what when your conversion is. Maybe you clicked at one time, conversion. You're going to take the conversion over the click. Like the data, they collect all this data, but they're not crunching it and offering it to this level. So Klaviyo, if you are watching this, you can steal my idea. I
can see that literally converting, like for conversion. It's a great way to convert more people on the website, because if you know that I open my mail app every day at 8 a.m. and I'm sending out an email at 1 p.m., you may want me to get my email at 8 a.m. because when I see it, it's fresh and I can go ahead and just purchase what I need to purchase, because it's like, oh, that is That's amazing.
You can do the same thing with SMS because those links, now SMS won't know when you open it per se, but you can track the link clicks.
Yeah.
So you can take all that data from different link clicks and put that together to know the best time during sending hours. Sending hours is, it might be 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., something along those lines. When's the best time to send this text message that they know somebody's going to click based on previous data?
That's really good. That is really good.
I can see some of this coming to the platforms. It's a lot of, like I said, it's a lot of computing because these platforms have tens of thousands of customers. You're dealing with millions of emails. But could you imagine how powerful this would be?
I think that we need maybe another full episode where we talk about marketing, how to utilize AI for marketing.
Yeah.
I think that would be a really great episode that we can flesh out on. But to your point, in the beginning, a lot of people were scared of AI. They thought that jobs were going to be taken away, whereas jobs have been taken away and replaced with AI. But it's not this big scary thing anymore, and everyone is utilizing AI for everything, literally. So being able to incorporate that into your website experience, Shopify experience, even when it comes down to product descriptions and SEO stuff, of course, tweaking everything. I think that's really great, especially what you mentioned about the Klaviyo, being able to use it for the good of increasing revenue for your business.
I'll give you a quick story. So I accidentally deleted over 1,000 blog posts on private label earlier this year. And I believe it is a user experience error on Shopify. Meaning, if on Shopify you go to the blog section, if you delete a blog, it will delete like me, 1,000 blog posts inside that one blog. Just in like one click. On WordPress, if you deleted the blog category, right? So you have a blog category. All those blogs would still be there. They would just be uncategorized.
Yes.
Okay? This is a major fault Shopify has that they need to fix. I'll make sure this gets clipped out and we tag Shopify, and I'll probably make a video for my Hair Business Blueprint about this story. Now, here's the thing. All those blog posts, we had 1,000 blog posts written in 2018. This is pre-AI. This is writers writing these blog posts.
Yeah.
Now, we've hired writers to write blog posts and do all this stuff today. It's really almost impossible to get someone not to use AI.
Yeah.
Google knows when you don't use AI or when you do. They generally reward you when you don't. Here's the interesting thing. So we wrote a lot of new articles, some of them doing well, some okay. Some I would manually write myself, just hot topics I want to get out there. We started posting the old ones again, tweaking them a little bit for today's standards. When I tell you some of these blog posts are exploding because they were written pre-AI, unbelievable, some of these things.
Yeah, because AI wasn't around when we had the team of writers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's interesting to see that happen. And now, a lot of our SEO and everything's coming back very fast. But it's interesting to see that some of those articles, just not all of them, but some of them would like hit big.
Interesting.
Yeah. So when just building out this new hair brand, what I've done is I use Shopify Magic to do all my product descriptions. And Shopify Magic will probably soon do your meta descriptions and other things. I did it quickly so I could launch the site. Shopify Magic for that has been fantastic.
And that's just AI.
That's just their AI, right? They call it Shopify Magic. But what I will do is slowly go back and rewrite all these proper product descriptions in my own words. Hair Fleek's like a really sassy brand, so it's going to be funny. And you can get away with it with prompting some of this with AI. Nothing beats you manually writing this stuff, though.
Yeah.
But to get the site, I can't launch the site with no product description. I launched with 48 products or 47 products. If I had to go in and write even crappy product descriptions,
it wouldn't be up right now.
It wouldn't be up.
Yeah.
So I just need to get me going.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shopify Magic.
Absolutely. And to the people listening, you can do the same thing. Don't wait to get started. Utilize there are so many different resources out there right now that there's literally no reason, I'm talking to myself too, why you can't get started with something, whether it's a business or a passion project, whatever it is, like just get started. Whatever resources you need, ChatGPT, Shopify Magic, whatever you need to utilize, it can get done. So there's really no excuses, right? This day and age.
No, absolutely not. And you have to, the thing about marketing is you never know what's going to work.
Yeah.
It's okay to try stuff and don't beat yourself up if you thought you had some amazing campaign and then it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, but as you continue to try, you will continue to learn, continue to know your customer better. And then slowly over time, it will generally improve.
Yeah.
You might get the occasional home run, and that home run will more than make up for, hopefully, a bunch of the duds that you started doing.
Yeah. What would you say is like the top, maybe 1 or 2 marketing techniques that people should utilize when it comes to e-commerce brands? I know we talked about the few in the beginning, but what are like the top 2 that really can be focused on to help move the needle?
Make sure you have your data all talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So make sure that your Facebook accounts integrated with your Google Analytics, they all like kind of talk to each other a lot better now, right? Start running ads, especially still to this day, retargeted ads all over the place. So if you are on Shopify Plus, like us, that's for ballers. Shopify Plus has something called Shopify Audiences that makes it really easy. So they have a great integration with Meta. So that's Facebook, Instagram, integration with TikTok, integration with Google, integration with Snapchat. You can start running these ads and start showing up constantly because you have to stay in front of your customer.
Yeah.
Remember, the life cycle for someone purchasing hair, a wig, or whatever is probably going to be right now 4 to 8 weeks. So they might see your amazing ad, but they might have just bought hair last week.
Right.
You need to continue to stay in front of them for the next few weeks. So when it's time for them to make that buying decision, hopefully your ad is right on time.
Yeah.
And they make that purchase. So it's similar to always.
Yeah.
But you have to definitely stay in touch with your customer by just being in front of them.
That's really good. So making sure that you are connected across all platforms, Google
All
Analytics, Facebook, connected to your website, your emails, all of the things working together.
Yeah, because Klaviyo integrates with Facebook. So if I have 50,000 people on my email, what I do is I integrate it with Meta, and then Meta will start building an audience. They can do a retargeting audience where they're trying to match that email address with the email address on the Facebook account to create an audience, which you can market to.
Yeah.
They can take the thousands of data points from those email addresses and those accounts on Meta and build lookalike audiences. And then you can start marketing to the lookalike audience. And then Facebook has something like an Advantage Plus campaign where they will take your lookalike audience, expand on it where they think it's going to be beneficial to you, whatever your campaign is for. You're probably, if you want sales, you're going to be picking conversions.
Yeah.
And they're going to expand on that, hopefully, to get you better sales. Because if they're getting you more sales, you're spending more money.
Yeah.
Just that
Definitely
simple.
spending more money, for sure. Okay. Anything else you want to add to the e-commerce marketing going into 2025?
I think you just have to realize that things are going to continue to change.
Yeah.
The way that data is shared continues to change, but the technology companies rely on this for ad spend so share price can keep going up, so they keep finding different ways to do things. The key, like it's just a common thing that we talk about here every day, is you have to continue to educate yourself and not just educate, but implement.
Yeah.
And nothing's going to change from here on out. So just keep going with it, keep trying, start with a small budget.
Yeah.
Right? Make sure you're setting things up properly before you start throwing a lot of money. Don't get impatient saying, oh, I didn't get a sale. Let me spend $100 on ads when your stuff's not set up.
Right.
You're going to be throwing
wasting money.
Just go ahead and put it, put in a
Cash App it to me.
Cash App it to me. Okay. Something like that, because you're not going to be making money from this. And then you're going to be discouraged. Then you're not going to have the marketing budget when you need it. Just that simple.
That's true. Yeah. So I think it's important to make sure you have everything in line before you actually launch the business. at least have it to where it's front facing good, because on the back end, you're going to constantly be working on your business strategies and the content on your website, your marketing strategy, all of the things. So just make sure that everything is connected. That way, when you're spending money on marketing dollars, you're not throwing it down the drain.
Just that simple.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching and listening. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we will be back with another episode soon.
Later.